Hi, I'm Emma from colourfulfacesuk.com. I'm a local face painter covering all events, from birthday parties to Halloween. But today I'm going to be showing you how to face paint a fish at home using an over-the-counter bought kit from Snazaroo. So I'm going to first talk you through all the products that you're going to need and then we'll get started. So here we have the kit that we'll be using today. We've got the Snazaroo set, the party face paint set. We've got a spray bottle. We've got a tap stencil to create the mermaid scales and the fish scales. We've got a finger dauber, which is like a small sponge. We've got different brushes. And we've got 3 different pots of water. This is so that we can keep different colours to different pots. So we can have a black pot of water, a white pot of water, and a mixed coloured pot of water so that the water stays cleaner for longer. We've also got a mirror for showing the child at the end, very important of course. And we've got some baby wipes in case there are any mistakes, so you can clean them up really easily. Or of course you can use a flannel. And in the kit you've got the face paints, of course. You've got your regular colours and then you've got 2 sparkle colours. You've got a selection of sponges, you've got 2 brushes and you've got 2 glitter gels. The brushes, this small brush is mainly only really good for the glitter gels. It's not a great quality brush. You won't really get much out of that, so don't worry too much about that brush. This brush isn't too bad as brushes go. It's not the highest quality because of course you're getting it in a kind of over-the-counter kit. When it comes to the sponges, what you want to do is you want to cut the large round sponge into 2. That's going to make it a lot easier for you to use, and it's going to mean that you can get into the eyes. So you want to have 2 halves for that sponge. Also, when you get the paints, you'll have a seal over each paint, so you want to be sure to take all of those seals off and discard of them. When it comes to the brushes, you can of course use any brushes you've got at home. It's good if you can splash out, if you're going to be doing a lot of face painting, to get specialist face painting brushes, which you can find at the face painting shop, or there's other suppliers of course as well. Today we're going to be using these different brushes. So we've got a low Cornell, we've got a Micam FX, we've got another low Cornell flat, 1/2 inch flat, and we've got a Mark Reed number 4. They're all really good to get started with face painting as well. But as I say, you can buy any in Hobbycraft, any regular watercolour or acrylic brushes will work as well. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is you need to load the flat brush up with yellow. You need to get a nice creamy consistency. Then to get a 2-tone effect, you need to wipe the edge of the brush off on the towel, and using another brush, get some red paint and load up that brush and then tap it onto the side of the flat brush so that then you have 2 colours on the same brush. So to start with, we're going to do a fish on the side of her face, and the lips are going to be over her lips, and then the body of the fish is going to go round onto the cheek with the tail going up towards the eye and then towards the ear. So I've loaded my brush with yellow and red so that it's got like a stripe effect. So we start on the lip and we go up onto the cheek like so, and down, same underneath and around, so you're making a kind of egg shape like so. And then to make the tail, we're going to go up, and as we do the stroke we're going to kind of make a bit of an S shape and then go up and round like so. And then we're going to do the other tail, other bit of the tail, so like so, and then make sure that all matches, lines up. Then we're going to load the brush again with some more yellow to fill in the middle. And I've loaded it with the shimmery pink, and I'm going to go through the middle of her lip, the half of her lip, and just paint in her lips. On some children this can be super tickly, so you're going to have to work quite fast, and that just gives the look of the fish's lips. I'm then going to take the finger dauber. I'm going to give it a couple of spritzes using the spray bottle, just so it's a little bit damp, and then you put the finger dauber into the paint. Then you take the stencil and you place the stencil over the fish, hold it fairly tight and dab through with the colour. So I've got this white, and now I'm going to draw the eye of the fish. And while I've got the white on my brush, I'm just going to go around and I'm going to do some teardrops. You can also use your little finger to steady yourself when you're painting. That's really useful as like an anchor point. And then I use my left hand, obviously right-handed, I use my left hand on the model's head just to keep the model steady, but also to keep myself steady. It balances out myself when I'm painting. So you want to always paint with the brush at a right angle to the skin, not like you're writing. You want to do it at a right angle. And when you're doing a teardrop, you just push the brush down and up, and that's how you get your teardrops. You can also outline those stencil shapes. A bit more depth, and we'll do some highlights on the tail. And then I'm going to go around the outside of the whole fish, and when I come up to this tip, I'm going to pick up the brush, lift it off the skin so that you get a finer point there. Outline the lips. And we're going to do a little dot for the eye, and a little eyebrow, and some little eyelashes. And add in some dots. Finally, I'm going to do some bubbles going up the face. And these are just circles in the blue and some dots. And then to make the bubbles pop, we're just going to add some white sheen. Now there is one other final thing that we need to do to really make the design pop, and that is to add in some glitter. Now with that kit you do get some Snazzy glitter gel. You can also use any cosmetic glitter. It's super important that you use cosmetic glitter and not craft glitter. craft glitter has sharp edges on how it's cut, whereas cosmetic glitter is made differently and it's softer, so that if it goes in the eye, it won't damage the eye. And you can just dab this on with that tiny brush, or not tiny brush, smaller brush that you get with the kit. Just be careful when you're putting the glitter on that you don't smudge the paint, because sometimes it can do that. And there we are, we have a fish.